Welcome in, everybody, back to the second series of the day. It is going to be Moneymakers versus Team Sexy once again. Team Sexy in that first game, just doing enough to take the game away from Moneymakers. And Moneymakers, even with the Bloodseeker pick, just wasn't enough there to take the game away from Team Sexy. Team Sexy, Jesu went 11-0-5 on this Templar Assassin. You know, he just looked absolutely amazing on the hero. Nefrit pushing Lucas out of the lane as well. So Lucas never really stood a chance against the Centaur, but then again, would you expect him to? Igor had a good fight against Moonlight in the mid lane. In fact, Igor went 7-1-8, and Moonlight went 3-3-11. So even though there wasn't a lot of deaths between the two teams, I mean, Moonlight, there was times where he was getting caught out and he just pops the Bloodstone. He's like, all right, I'm ready for you. Come at me. You know, the static storm wasn't going, so he got the lightning off. He got the diabolic key, the pulse nova was going, and they just weren't able to get the kill. But Moonlight, in terms of actual kill potential, didn't really have a lot. Which, okay, you don't always need to if you've got a Templar Assassin popping off like that, going 11-0-5. Excuse me. But yeah, so in the end, Moonlight, I mean, he might not have saved his teammates. He was doing a lot of push potential damage as well. What damage did he do to the towers? Not as much as Jesu. Okay, never mind. I was going to make the point, you know, the Lesh, great tower push potential, you know, great building taker. Jesu on the 10,000 building damage and Moonlight only on 5,000. So we will get ready to get into this draft here for the second game. Potentially the last game of the day. If Team Sexy can close it out in, you know, a favorable fashion for them in the second game, Moneymakers will be left on, well, it'll be 2-3 for them. Meanwhile, Team Sexy will jump up to 3-2, I want to say. Yeah, to meet Navi Jr. and Lake Mihao in second place. So, let's get into it. As we see the bans, there's something a little bit different with the Monkey King being banned out here, the Beastmaster here as well. So, Moneymakers, are they trying to tease out a Broodmother ban from the side of Team Sexy? And Team Sexy, do they go for this here? Yeah, they do. So, what are we looking at? Death Prophet, yeah. Instant pickup here for Moneymakers. And what was the win? It was something like 6-8 the other day, this Death Prophet. It's not great for the Death Prophet. As we just wait for the stats to load. 7-8, so it's less than 50%, 46% win rate here for the Death Prophet. Maybe this is where it's going to get its 50% from. Team Sexy, they pick up the Anti-Mage Lich right off the bat, so they knew what they wanted to go for, and just straight in for this. Does make sense. Obviously, the Death Prophet wants to be spamming out the Crypt Swarms, the Exorcisms, the Spirit Siphons. And if you can come in with a good Mana Void onto the Death Prophet, once he's used up a lot of mana, you just straight up kill it out, take it away, with the Exorcism still going as well. Moneymakers, what do they want to be going for? Coming into this again, the Nature's Prophets ban out. You've got the Rubik in the Clockwork of the Undying, Snapfire, Disruptor. So there are some good picks, you know, in the support roles if you want to be picking up a support here, which you probably want to do, right? You don't want to be revealing two cores this early on in the draft, so you're probably going to go for like either the Rubik here or the Disruptor to come out for Moneymakers. I don't know, they're taking this out. So they're just thinking strategy, maybe what to ban out if they do take... Yeah. So, okay, they're good. They go straight for Terrorblade. I really didn't think they were going to be like, yeah, here's two of our cores right off the bat. You know, there you go, Team Sexy. Have fun with it. Okay.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Yeah, so Team Sexy now have ways to set up around the Death Prophet and the Terrorblade coming out. Let's see what their picks are going to be. Terrorblade, I would love to see a Techies pickup for Team Sexy. Up against the Terrorblade, you go for something that's got a bit of magic damage on the offlane.
10 seconds remaining.
What else could you pair with it, though? Like...
5 seconds remaining.
You don't want to go for Marcy, but like a Dawnbreaker Techies. So you can just get right on top of him. You know, the sticky bombs keep him from having a decent amount. I mean, he doesn't have a decent amount of health anyway to start off with. The sticky bombs come out, they keep the hero low, and then you've got like the Dawnbreaker that can come in, Celestial Hammer into the Starbreaker for the kill potential on the Terrorblade. Just something that does a lot of magic damage to the Terrorblade in the lane. That has, like a Mirana or something. And come in with a Starstorm and just keep the Terrorblade on lowish health, where then his core, the core in the lane can look for the kill onto the Terrorblade.
Dire team ban.
Rubik gonna be banned out here from Team Sexy. I wonder if this is gonna be the core Death Prophet then, if they're showing it off right away. Or if they're gonna put it in the support role. Maybe put it in the lane with the Death Prophet, with the Terrorblade. As the Underlord, yeah, okay. We've seen the Underlords again in other competitions starting to pick up a bit of steam, starting to get popular as well. Up against something like the Terrorblade that will be popping the illusions, so it wants to pop that metamorphosis. So you use the just the pit to keep them locked down, the pit of malice, keep them locked down, and then the firestorm to clear off any illusions that he just pop. It's good wave clear as well. Again, another tanky hero that just the Terrorblade might not be able to deal with early on in the lane. As Team Sexy, what else do they want to be banning out? Do they think this is going to be the support Death Prophet as well? Or are they thinking this is the, they're already showing 2 cores on the side of MoneyMakers? I like how the MoneyMakers logo as well. It's not, you obviously you can't see it because we're not in the in-game draft, but MoneyMakers logo, it's like, it's a coin or something running out with a bag with a dollar symbol on it. It's not like, a money maker. Well, I suppose it is making money some way, but yeah, not a legal way here of making the money. With the swag bag over his shoulder. Team Sexy, again, really going through this reserve time for the next set of bans. And they've got one more to come from this one. So down to 35 seconds here with this reserve time pick. So they ban out the clockwork. Yeah, okay, makes sense. You can get the lockdown with the cogs. The battery shot comes through as well. And the Terrorblade just sits outside of the cogs with a metamorphosis, the reflection to slow you down as well. That lets the clockwork get into range for that battery shot in the first place. It is a good combo with the Terrorblade, and Team Sexy just don't want to play against it.
10 seconds remaining.
I wonder if maybe MoneyMakers go for something back to something a little bit different, like the Tusk. Because the Undying, you don't really want to play with the Terrorblade, because you want something that's got a bit of lockdown that the Terrorblade can kind of riff off to get some early kills in the lane. So they ban out the Storm. So yeah, maybe something like the Tusk that can come in with the tag team as well as the Ice Shards that the Terrorblade can benefit from. But the problem is techies. Pick up the techies. Problem is techies. Techies throws out the sticky bombs. It keeps the Terrorblade low. Primal can dive in with the onslaught. There's it depends what the stun in the lane is going to be. If they go for a stun in the lane here, YNT. So the Dragon Knight comes out. And the Ench. Oh, absolutely go for the techies here. No. 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 Okay. I suppose Primal Beast... it could be a mid Primal Beast, though. I would have liked to see... Because you've got the Enchantress that comes in here. That's going to be able to deal with the Eidolon. You just snatch an Eidolon. Turn it back onto the Enigma. Whereas, the Primal Beast, if he gets the run over onto the Enchantress... Okay, you can enchant to slow him down so the trample isn't as much damage, but really you're looking at that onslaught in, again, with just the burst damage of something great like a Techies. But yeah, okay, it's going to be the Enigma. I'm still not impressed by this hero. From what I've seen, not just here in Division 1, because it's not been played a lot in Division 2, but like Division 1 third-party tournaments, like, I suppose they've got no long-range stuns to cancel off the black hole. Well, until they pick up like a Pangolier or something as the last pick here on the side of MoneyMakers. But yeah, it's just... It's not really impressive to me because you don't close the gap any. You don't go for a quick blink. You go like Greaves and Pipe. And... I don't know about this hero. It's just like on principle. Yeah, Team Sexy, again, we've seen a couple of teams play it. I think Lakem Nihao have played it fairly effectively as well. But just kind of on principle, I don't like this hero just because of how it's such a slow build-up and doesn't really offer a lot in terms of like the team fights coming in. The Midnight Pulse is nice, the Malefice is all right, but you want I'm a play-by-play. I want these big black holes, and it just seems that the Enigmas, they don't really get them off all too often anymore. Like, you maybe see 1 or 2 black holes a game. So, both teams, unless it's going to be the Primal Beast mates, both teams, I think, looking for mid lane heroes. Primal Beast can be played as that 4 with the Enigma in the lane as well.
10 seconds remaining.
So what's it going to be here?
5
For the side of Team
remaining.
Sexy. First of all, what do they want to be banning out against this? Maybe, if they think this is a core Death Prophet, maybe like a silencer.
Team pick.
Okay, they ban out the Crystal Maiden. Yeah, decent amount of burst damage early on in the lanes. You know, you get the lockdown, the slows as well. The Terrorblade can catch up. The reflection gets pops. And again, like any hero, the stun or slow, he just bursts you down off the back of that.
10 seconds remaining.
And
5
Moneymakers,
seconds remaining.
what are they looking at? 50 seconds left for this final pick. And again, I assume it's going to be another support to go with the Terrorblade. I think it's going to be the Death Prophet mid in the Dragon lane, the Dragon Knight in the off lane. Because it is a fairly tanky hero. Even if the Anti-Mage Lich steps up to try and punish him, you know, he should be able to, for the most part, be able to shrug it off. Okay, they go for the tiny. So let's see which way around it's going to be. The pickups are going to come out. So is it going to be the support Death Prophet, or is it the support Tiny here? Once Team Sexy, they pick up the final hero. Again, 16 seconds. They've got themselves about 26 seconds overall to think about this final pick.
5 seconds remaining.
And I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Obviously, one of my dogs has something that the other dog wants. So there's a bit of barking going on there as well. Team Sexy, yeah, 7 seconds to think about this final pick. Coming through the reserve time, it is going to be a Viper. Okay, so Moonlight on the Viper. Okay, mid-Viper. Up against Igor on the Death Prophet in the mid lane. Okay. So even with the Spirit Siphon going, you've got to watch out for that Corrosive Skin. The damage coming through from the Moonlight, it will start to add up on the Death Prophet as well if he tries to come in close. So Slayer on the Tiny, Bignum Enchantress, yeah, Lucas on the Terrorblade. So just waiting now for BB to pick up the offlane Dragon Knight. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Sexy, it will be 9 class on this Primal Beast, so it will be support Primal Beast, Nefrit on the Enigma, Viper in the mid lane on the Moonlight Viper. Till the end, Lich, and a 7 Jesu Anti-Mage. Again, not impressed by the Enigma pick. Maybe it is going to pay off. Maybe they're going to make me eat my words, which, you know, I'm fairly hungry, so I could go for a decent meal around about now. And making me eat my words might just fill me up. But, yeah, for the most part, I think Team Sexy's lineups, again, we saw the aggression they were able to put out. The control they had over that last game. I think if they get in a similar position this time, again, they have a better lineup. They have a lineup on paper that looks a little bit better. Look at everybody playing dress up apart from Primal Beast and Viper. It's just a plain old Viper. And Primal Beast, yeah, it doesn't have that many cosmetics. Yeah, looking at this one, I think Team Sexy, again, are my favorites coming into this one. I think they have the run-over potential in the lane with Primal Beast and Enigma up against Lucas. You might have ways to protect them, the Terrorblade in this lane, but I think overall, Lucas might just be forced out of the lane a little bit earlier on again. And then Primal Beast with a good roam potential with the Onslaught into the Trample. Once he hits the 6 and the Pulverize starts to come out as well, it is a lot of control and it's a lot of damage. Moonlight shouldn't lose the lane to the Death Prophet. In fact, Death Prophet, I'm interested to see how much pressure is going to be put into the Death Prophet in this lane. And the only way to find out is to get into it. Before we get into it, though, we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB and then into the second game.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system, welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, as we're in, we'll see how it's going to go. Both teams going to go for a smoke. And Really, I actually think Team Sexy, if it comes to blows here, I think... Oh, no, because the Enigma's not here. The Enigma's looking for... Just straight up looking for the demonic conversion, it seems like. Because it is, what, it's like a minute cooldown? Yeah, level 1, it's a minute cooldown on that. So, taking away the range creep. And then just having the cooldown for the next range creep as it meets in the lane. Odds-wise, Moneymakers a little bit longer odds than Team Sexy. Team Sexy 1.5 to the 2.2 here of Moneymakers. So, again, not an awful difference between the two teams, but it just seems like in that last game, Team Sexy showed that they had the ability to move on, do the damage over to Moneymakers. And Moneymakers, they have to recover in this one. And Team Sexy have set the pace. Can Moneymakers match it? And it seems like both teams not really looking to, even though that early smoke came out, you know, it's just wards on the other side of the maps, just across the river from each other. No early aggression coming out. I say that. Moonlight, no. So yeah, Nefrit with the body blocks should... He's not going to go for the conversion right off. I suppose he wants him in the lane to throw the harass out onto the Terrorblade here. And potentially for the last time, our observer for the last time here. Or at least for the last time today. You know, he's not getting fired. It's not game over for him. It's just potentially the last game of the day. As Nefrit actually denies one of the melee creeps, letting this range creep push all the way up. So the lane should push in favor, as long as he's using these Eidolons for the harass. Yeah, look at him. He's still got those body blocks going. So this lane should push in favor here of the way of the Enigma, the way of the Primal Beast. And Lucas trying to get the pull back through. Reflection even going to be popped real early for instance. It's not going to be the Metamorphosis. It's going to be the Reflection to start off with here for the Terrorblades. Which I am seeing a bit more. Till the end. Taking some harass. What's Bignum gone for? Yeah, gone for the point in the impetus. Here on the Enchantress. Doesn't surprise me. It is, you know, it's a lot of harass to come out up against these two heroes. And again, anti-mage until he gets that Vanguard out. He's going to be at risk of taking a lot of harass damage coming through here from Bignum. So I wonder if he's just going to go straight for the wand on the Creators. Oh, it's going to be at least a stick to come out now as well. Dragon Tail onto AM. And again, the Bignum harass coming through from the impetus every 6 seconds, I want to say. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, you see that Moonlight, he's taken a lot of damage already coming through from Igor, but level 3, 2 points into the poison attack. Igor, only level 2. Yeah, 1 point into the corrosive skin as well. So even if he is throwing these Crypt Swarms out, even if he is throwing the Spirit Siphons, he's still going to take damage here from the corrosive skin, and you can see it. Even with the regen coming through, it's not going to be a whole lot. Moonlight, he might go down here, though. The Spirit Siphon, it might be enough to finish the job. Is the way he uses the Fairy Fire. Okay, he's got a bottle here, and Igor, he's out of mana. He's pretty much out of health as well. But he has his own bottle coming in here. There will be a reset. There's going to be water runes as well. But yeah, both mid laners getting really darn low to this. And Lucas, of course, completely different lane to the two heroes sitting on next to no health. Lucas gets the kill onto the Enigma. Nefrit being taken down. Again, could have been a techies. No, I'm not salty at all. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, Moonlight trying to do what he can onto Igor. Again, the Spirit Siphon coming through. Moonlight's going to get really darn low. I wonder if he goes for any more points, because the magic resistance will start to stack up, which is nice. It's alright against the Spirit Siphon. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's no points into the Nether Toxin until around level 7 or 8. Just fully focusing on the poison attack, the corrosive skin. Obviously the Fiber Strike to come out at some point as well. Moonlight, I mean, what would you want to go for? It's going to be going for the Wraith Bands into the wand. But it wouldn't be surprising top lane. Slayer going to be taking a lot of damage here. Slayer, does he go down? The Malefice, it is going to be enough damage out. And Lucas, he's already used that Metamorphosis, so the body block's coming out from 9 class. 9 class, what's he going to be able to do? He doesn't have the trample up for the next 8 seconds. So Lucas just walks himself back towards that tier 1 tower. 9 class, he has the mangoes. He's even going to have a clarity coming in. So he will have a decent amount of mana as Jesu gets the kill on the bottom lane on Bignum. Yeah, the Predator becomes the prey here. I mean, don't get me wrong. That Enchantress is a big Predator. He really looks to go for... enjoys the hunt. But this time around, Jesu able to group up here with till the end. Gets that kill. Okay, the toss forward. Does he get himself away? If he needs it, he's got the onslaught. Yes, he's going to go point blank onslaught. Get himself away from that tier 1 tower damage. How's 9 class looking as well? It looks like it might be the wand coming out for him at some point. Just not yet. Yeah, just not yet. Mid lane, this Viper is being punished more than I expected it to. 3 points into the poison attack now as well, though. Igor, does he get himself away from this one? Moonlight, the water rune's going to pop. He tries to pop the branch to break the vision. But there's a ward. There's an angle here. There's an angle on it. The disconnect, though. So the Viper's going to turn himself around. I mean, he had the aggression coming out here. The poison attack stacking up on this Death Prophet. In fact, if he hadn't disconnected and turned to run away like the disconnected heroes do, he could have potentially carried on going onto Igor. He's got a level above Igor. Maybe looks for that kill and gets the kill onto the Death Prophet. But as it stands, the reconnect comes in. And there's a decent gap now between these two heroes. And he's not going to be able to chase down. 320 movement speed. I suppose he can do the 181 for the Death Prophet, but he's got to turn himself back around and get back on top of this Death Prophet if he wants to go for it. So he's just going to choose to back himself up to the creep wave. Maybe look towards that quick 6. Igor, though, he comes back in. Spirit Siphon, Moonlight. Does he go down here? The Spirit Siphon, the tower damage, the Crypt Swarm. He gets the kill. If he'd have stood his ground and gone for the poison attacks, maybe he might have actually got the kill there onto the Death Prophet. But as it stands, Igor was able to take Moonlight down. I wonder if he goes for... it's going to be the Dragonlance, right? I was thinking maybe a quick Spirit Vessel here for the Viper, but it's not what the Viper likes to build into, like a BKB to come out. Yeah, the Hurricane Pike into like into a Skadi at some point in the game. Bottom lane, BB's out of mana now as well. It's just Jesu just constantly burning him down on this lane. How's the Anti-Mage looking as well? Net worth-wise, he's about 200 gold behind the Terrorblade, but I mean, he's found himself a kill. And once that Vanguard's up again, he's not really going to be scared of the Dragon Knight, especially if you can just keep BB just constantly out of mana like this. Bignum, looking to get himself in, steals himself a Centaur from the camp. But does he want to go with this? Lich will see him. Frost Blast comes out, slows him down, but the Centaur starts to charge towards until the end. So, top lane though, Lucas, does he go down here? A lot of damage coming out from 9 class. Lucas, he's trying to pop the illusion, coming through with the Conjure Image. 9 class doesn't have the onslaught. Lucas is going to be out of a whole lot of health. He's even popped the Metamorphosis from this, so if it's going to be another dive in from 9 class, with the onslaught, the trample coming up in the next 8 seconds for that combo. Lucas, not a lot of regen left here. Yeah, he's going to try and come from behind now as well. Onslaught coming through. Does he get it? He gets right on top of the trample damage as well. And Lucas again, the Metamorphosis comes out. 9 class will get the kill, and Slayer, he's going to be lucky to get himself away as well. Nefrit gets low. Level 4 here on the Enigma. No Midnight Pulse, nothing like that just yet. Bignum in the mid lane. Look for the wraparound, but the Lich will be the one spotted out here. So the Centaur going to be taking some tower shots, and maybe, just maybe, Moonlight backs himself away from this one. Igor's level 7, level 6 onto Moonlight. I mean, Moonlight before the death was ahead. Igor, though, do they want to go for the dive in here? Onto Igor. Igor's going to be diving here. He's got the haste rune, chasing down onto till the end. Was that poison attack? Okay, the Viper Strike comes out now as well. Igor taking a lot of tower damage, actually. Does he go down? He does not. And Moonlight gets the kill onto Bignum. So, I mean, it's only level 1 on the Viper Strike, so it's not a lot of damage, and he had a haste, so he wasn't going to be slowed down anyway. 5-second duration as well. Top lane. Slayer's trying to go the tree toss. It's not going to be enough to get the kill to Nefrit. And then Nefrit, do you want to try and turn around and go to Slayer? Primal Beast out of mana, so he can't go for the combo. Speaking about out of mana, I mean, BB's just had no mana this entire game. Jesu is going to have the Vanguard flying into him as well. Doesn't want to fly it across the lane just in case the courier gets sniped. So we are flying it back and then towards himself as he gets a decent distance behind the tier 2, but Jesu, look at this. Bignum doing a decent amount of damage here. Moonlight has rotated down though, but BB, there's going to be the Sinister Gaze for the drag back, and BB should not be able to get himself away from this one. Even without the Nether Toxin break, they still get the kill onto the Dragon Knight. Yeah, out of mana again on this Viper. He's going to be able to bottle up the bounty rune, so he's getting something back. And do what they want to go. Ego's got himself an Invis rune here in the bottle. Just watching the rotation coming through from the Primal Beast. Can they go for another one? Lucas, how's he looking? Still only got 700 health here. Level 4 to the level 4 of the Primal Beast. 2 points into the Onslaught, 2 into the Trample. And it is just buying space here for Nefrit to find the farm. Level 6 here on the Enigma. If they can get a really good Black Hole, you know, even just if they lock down the Tiny in it, they could look to slay onto Lucas once again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's going to push out the lane as well. Meanwhile, the Dragonite BB's got that Dragon form coming through here. Bit of damage onto the tier 1 with the potato coming through. The Helber... It's just a Helber, right? Helber Smasher is the tomato, but the Helber... Just a casual Helber is the potato. Mid lane. Do they want to come into this again? Lucas going to be taking a lot of damage coming through from Moonlight. Moonlight, he gets the kill onto Lucas. Now can he get himself away from this one? The toss forward now as well. Igor, maybe looking for that chase down. The avalanche comes through onto Moonlight. Moonlight taking a lot of damage, but he does have that salve. And now they change targets onto till the end. Till the end. Going to go for the TP. He knows the avalanche is down, but still, you get the damage with that Spirit Siphon and the Crypt Swarm. They pull the aggression off Moonlight, though. 9 class? Okay, at least he gets a kill onto the courier. And now grouping up, going to come back to help out Nefrit push out this top lane. Yeah, Primal Beast, he's having a really good time in this game. 2-0-0 already is a position for Primal Beast. He's going to be loving life at the minute. Level 4, he's even going to find Lucas again. And Lucas, does he have the Metamorphosis? He doesn't for 70 seconds, so now 9 class. Well, he doesn't want to chase him down too far. The Power Trad's coming out from Terrorblade as well. So maybe thinking he can't stick on top of the Terrorblade, but at least he scouts him out. BB at least got the tower in the bottom lane. That's something nice for the side of Moneymakers. 9 class now, he does get the chase on. He gets himself in with trample damage onto Lucas. Lucas trying to run himself away. The conjure image into the slowdown from the reflection. But it's a lot of damage here in 9 class. Even if it's just disrupting the farm of the Terrorblade, you know, he doesn't have to go for the kills. Just forcing him back to base to heal up, something like that. A Slayer, does he want to try and look in? No courier for 20 seconds. Oh, he's Slayer. He did lose his courier. So, Black Hole is available here for the Enigma. Oh, 9 class, he gets a ward, he's going to see him. Does he have the mana to go for it? He does. He's going to be able to come in with the Onslaught here now. Lucas, doesn't matter. The trample damage with this Onslaught, he gets another kill onto Lucas. Even drops a tip there. I don't think... I could be wrong. You know, someone in chat would be able to tell me, but oh, since Gaze comes back, they get the drag back now as well. The right click's coming through. Ench is straight up dead.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, Jesu wants to get involved with his teammates, get active on the kills. We've seen a couple of anti-mages doing this, even though he's going towards the Battle Fury. I assume the Battle Fury. You know, even though he's going towards that, he's still getting involved with the rest of his team. And yeah, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that you can't be slowed while you're onslaughting in. I don't think.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, he's going to get tossed back. Does he get the onslaught out? He does. Now, after the fact, he gets slowed down. The enchant and the reflection. 9 class, though. He turns himself around. He knows he's going down, so... He gets the curry. Oh, till the end, though. Gets the kill onto BB in the bottom lane again. Yeah, and he even loses his courier there onto 9 class. But again, Jesu's just having all the space created in the world for him here. Net worth-wise, he's going to be above the Terrorblade by about 700 gold. And you'd expect the Terrorblade coming into the level 6, the 3 points into the conjure image, into the jungle already. He'd be the one ahead, but 2-3-1. So he's died 3 times here already in this game, 12 minutes in. Meanwhile, Jesu 2-0-1-1. So Anti-Mage is going to be ahead comfortably at the minute. And we'll see what the Silent Moneymakers are going to be able to do to maybe make it a little less comfortable for him. So Jesu, Bignum's going to rotate up now as well. Slayer, but the Blink comes out. They have the protection, they have the vision, they have an alive anti-mage. While this is going on, it's buying so much time for Nefrit. Look at the lane pressure he's putting onto this top lane. Look at where he is with these Eidolons pushing through Nefrit. Yeah, into this. Even if some of the Eidolons fade away, he's still going to be able to just push and keep this pressure onto the lane. You've got 3 heroes from the side of Team Sexy hunting around as well. Just saying, okay, We're going to carry on doing this. Nefrate's going to push down into the tier 2. If you want to defend this, we've got heroes looking to get the kills off. Slayer, though, with D-Ward.
Radiant's middle tower.
Do they still want to fight around this? The Eidolons, they're even going to back up here, so they don't want to give away any unnecessary free farm. As Enigma, he is going to be going towards those Greaves, about 200 gold away here on those Greaves. How's Ego looking? Straight into the BKB for the Death Prophet, it makes sense. You don't have a lot of mobility unless the Exorcism's been popped. The movement speed bonus is nice, like that extra movement speed bonus. So you do want to make sure that you can't be locked down while you've got that Exorcism going, the Spirit Siphons going with things like the Pulverize, the Viper Strikes, the Poison Attacks coming out. They get the jump onto the Lich. Lich, can he survive through this one? No. 4 heroes and a Centaur? Yeah, Lich, there was no way he was living through that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structure.
Anti-Mage close now, I do believe, to having the full Battle Fury. Or is he still waiting? He might still be waiting on the Void Stone. No, he's still waiting on the Void Stone. Ah, okay, it's not on his career. We'll see, once again, if they're going to be able to get the jump. Jesu pops that counterspell. There was a ward here for the Dire. But Anti-Mage is just like, I see you coming up the stairs here. Straight counterspell, blink away. So they're slowing him down a little bit in terms of they keep evading his jungle, making it hard for him to find the farm, looking for the ganks onto him. But while they're doing this, they are going to be taking pressure here, Moneymakers, on other parts of the map.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ego with the Invis. 9 class, he's just camping out this Dire jungle. He's saying, okay, you get the triangle here, Terrorblade. That is all you get. He's going to see BB in the Radiant jungle here. Do they want to go for this now as well? BB does have a Blink Dagger, but Jesu's going to try and chase up. The rest of the team don't have that mobility to catch up. No Blink onto the Viper. Going for the Boots of Travel instead. Straight into the Ag Scepter here for Viper. So it's no longer the extra attack damage and, like, duration on the Viper Strike, is it? It's the nosedive that comes out for the Viper when he gets that Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, it's not bad, especially if you want to try and close the gap and get the damage onto, like the Terrorblade or the Enchantress, maybe even the... Because it doesn't slow down the regen rate, does it? No, it's just purely a cast range. Speaking about cast range now as well, the Sinister Gaze, after that, the Pulverize comes through. They're going to have the stun. The Avalanche is not on the mark, actually, and it doesn't interrupt 9 class there with it. And now the Chain Frost on the backlines is bouncing through the neutrals right back to the Tiny. Oh, Bignum, he wasn't micro in his neutral creep, and it cost the Tiny his life. So, don't forget, guys, if you want to get involved, potentially for the final time of today, but going forward for the rest of the event here in Division 2, you can scan that QR code on the screen right now, get yourself over to EGV, get yourself up to a $600 bonus for all new customers. And again, terms and conditions apply over 18s only, but that is on the screen if you do want to get involved. So the Enigma going to go straight from the Greaves into the Blink Dagger. He wants it. I mean, we've not seen a Black Hole just yet, but the Enigma does want to be going towards it. It does seem want to be getting involved with the rest of his teammates. Ooh, 9 class. Does he want to go into Bignum? Because Bignum, it doesn't matter how much untouchable you have when you've got the trample damage, the pulverized damage coming through here from the Primal Beast. It looks like... Okay, early warning coming out for them. They're just going to play away from this. The Anti-Mage might lose his courier. We're buying up here. He's even got the haste on the courier as well, so he gets himself another ring of health. So straight back into the Vanguard here for the Anti-Mage. I like the deep warding coming out from the side of Moneymakers, but they're just not able to make it work at the minute. They've not been able to find the kills onto the Anti-Mage. So with the Exorcism coming through here, they're straight into the Roach Pit. This might be that little boon that he needs. 9 class. Question 1, does he know? Question 2, is he going to be there in time? Question 3, does he even go for this jump? It looks like... No. Moneymakers, they're just going to be able to get themselves a free Roche. Giving it over to Igor. So that's a nice little bit of gold for everybody. 135 gold each, you know. It means that you're going to have some protection on your Death Prophet as well if a fight breaks out. Lucas, how's he looking? Lucas. Let us look at Lucas. Oh, Tiny in the trees. He's going to be able to get a TP away here, Slayer. Lucas, in terms of net worth, he's top. He's actually above the Anti-Mage. The Anti-Mage, though, does have that Battle Fury out. So he might be able to catch himself back up. Yeah, Anti-Mage going towards the Manta style. Meanwhile, Terrorblade just straight in for the Butterfly. Got himself the Asher as well as the Dragonlance. But he changes his mind. Gonna go back for the Manta, actually, on the Terrorblades. Meanwhile, they're gonna be able to get a kill. Sure, yeah, Bignum, the Pulverize comes through. The Viper Strike gonna be committed now as well. Bignum, Moonlight will be able to take him down. And Viper not too far away from this Ags now as well. 275 gold, no issues there. Igor with a double damage rune, but the Chain Frost, the Frost Shield, comes out to protect the tower. I wonder if Tillian's going to be going for a quick shard. Like, just be able to catch him on solo with a shard to bounce that one around. You know, it is quite nice in the fights, especially if you're the one being ganked on before these BKBs start to come out. Igor, trying to do what he can with the last of this double damage rune here, but 9 class, he's going to be able to avoid it. In fact, 9 class, is he hunting here? Does he want to go for something? He's going to be able to see Bignum again. He's hiding around the trees. He's hiding around the cliff. Has Nefrit left this lane yet? I don't think he has. Yeah, Bignum, he gets the kill onto the courier, 9 class. Bignum loses his courier. Trying to get that D-ward off. He will eventually get the D-ward off, but it will cost him his courier. So 9 class, he's going to be fine with that. Meanwhile, till the end, going to be doing some D-warding of his own. Did they actually get the deny? Oh, no, they don't. Okay, so Bignum tried to come in there. He gets an Observer Ward, but till the end, he takes that one down. And Nefrit, yeah, just continues. Doesn't even need to be there himself. Just push it onto the tier 2. The fortification will be used. Do they look for a tier 2 tower trade? Or are they going to try and take this tier 2 tower down on the top lane and then look to defend the bottom lane?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortification will be used here from Team Sexy to defend this for a little bit longer. But the Exorcism is up. Yeah, Dragon Form up for the Dragon Knight now as well. So will be popped. Do they want to go for this kill onto Lich? Lich, does he get the Chain Frost off now as well? No, he's going to be silenced off. He goes down before he can get the Chain Frost off. Okay. Yeah, tier 2 tower on the bottom. Well, both tier 2s going to be traded, it seems like, as 9 class just looking to do that last bit of damage with the Eidolons and with the Catapult. Nefrit gets the tower damage now as well. I don't really know who this benefits because 12 to 6, but Team Sexy only have a 1k net worth lead. So it's not like it's a massive lead going either way that, you know, they're going to be able to springboard themselves off. Even though the 6 kills ahead, it's still pretty close. This Terrorblade's farming has been absolutely immaculate after being picked off a couple of times in the lane. You know, even going to go towards that early BKB as well here for the Terrorblade. So no Scardies, you know, no Hurricane Pikes, nothing like that. After the Manta Cell, just straight into the BKB. Igor takes back the outpost. How long has that Aegis got left? A minute? Okay. Viper with the Boots of Travel, though, they might try and want to look for a gank here on the side of Team Sexy. Maybe try and build a bit of a lead. And only the Dragon Knight's going to show 3 heroes around for the side of Team Sexy. But the Dragon Knight, yeah, is already backing himself away. How's the Lich looking? Lich wants to go straight into that Glimmer Cape, so there won't be a shard here. Yeah, the nosedive. So it gets a disarm off for 4 seconds and drops a corrosive skin on them. So I think if you're attacking the Viper, does it just refresh? I don't know who I'm asking. There's no one here to give me the answer. I'll have to wait and see how he uses that nosedive. But yeah, adding another charge of the corrosive skin. As the Enigma just continues to push out. He's bought that Blink Dagger more like a status item. It's a status symbol. It's... Ooh, he might be able to get the kill into Primal Beast. Primal Beast, though. He's going to be able to go. No, he's not. He's going to be caught short here with the Onslaught. Even with the Pulverize there as well. He's just immediately killed off by BB. So, these Eidolons just trying to do what they can onto the tower. BB comes in to clean them up. Jessu, how's the AM looking? He's still behind the farm of the Terrorblade. The Terrorblade, he's really doing well here with the illusions. Just being able to keep up pace, keep this farm going. And is that the BKB? It is. It's the full BKB here for the Terrorblade. So Gesture and Lucas, yeah, 2 kills each, but Lucas a little bit ahead in terms of net worth, though. Gesture ahead in terms of experience. Got himself a couple of levels here over the Terrorblade. Oh, they might be able to get the kill onto the Lich. Do they? Is the slow enough? Nothing to bounce to with the Chain Frost, and that Lich will die now on Moonlight. He might be close to follow as well. He's got the Force Staff if he really needs it. Force Staffs himself up the cliff. Gesture, they're looking for it. Are they looking for a big black hole here? Might be able to come in. Pulverize comes through onto the Dragon Knight, but they get the kill onto 9 class. That is not how Team Sexy saw that one going. And Gesture just has to run himself
Radiant's
away.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah. I mean, again, Team Sexy have the kill lead, but they're just losing objectives. And do we see the Frost Shield coming through onto the tower now? The jump in onto the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, though, if he really needs it, he's got the Sunder. So, BB, he's going to be flying himself away. Yeah, everybody from the side of Moneymakers, they've hit some good timings. With the BKB coming out for the Terrorblade now as well. So they wanted to commit. They get themselves a tier 2 tower in the mid lane. That's quite nice there. For the side of Moneymakers. Tiny's got himself the Blink Dagger using this Philosopher's Stone as well. Because the Tiny attack, you know, position 4 Tiny doesn't really need the attack damage. It's going to be all about the control. You get your Blink in, you get the toss back somewhere. The Avalanche comes through as well. And I just think Team Sexy, for their lineup, the past 10 minutes or so, you know, you've got 9 class that's hunting, but everybody else just seems to be playing it way too passive. Like, we've not seen this Blink Dagger Black Hole combo's been up for the Enigma for what, 5-6 minutes? And it took him till now to even rotate off the top lane. You know, it's... I am flaming just a little bit. Like, again, I don't like the Enigma picks, and when this is kind of your thing, that you have the Blink Dagger, you purposely go into the Blink Dagger quicker. I get that he wants to go into the BKB as well. But he could have been using it to go for like a 1-2-man black hole. You know, hunting with 9 class on the Primal Beast. In between pushing out the lane. Now 9 class gets caught out again. Dragon Tail stun. No man's... What is he doing there? He's caught out in no man's land. Chain Frost is going to bounce around now as well. No, it's not going to do because the Blink comes out and they get the kill onto the Lich now. Gesture with the chase down onto the Terrorblade. The Black Hole comes through. It's going to be immediately cancelled by the Silence. And Nefrit gets chased down. They might be able to get the kill onto the Dragon Knight. They do. Nefrit, does he sustain through with one as well? And it looks like Igor, did he actually have enough to turn this one around? Chase him down. The Mana Void's already been used with the Blink Forward here from Gesture. He's going to pop that BKB here, Igor. And the buyback came through from the Lich. He might be able to get the kill as his Sound comes out onto the Tiny with that dive in with the nose dive. And Moonlight, what else can he do here? The Force Staff away, Slayer. And that Glimmer Cape. The right click's coming through here. Slayer might go down. The Sunder comes through. And the Primal Beast, the Primal Beast wants to get in onto this now as well. And they're going to be able to come in. No! The Pulverize cancelled out. 9 class is going to go down again. They should have just looked for disengage there. But Team Sexy overextend. And it's going to cost them several lives, including the life of the Anti-Mage. And this is what I was talking about. If they'd have carried on, get aggressive early, till the end's going to go down again. That's a dieback here on the Lich. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain in the ass for Team Sexy because he did really have some early momentum. Then Nefrit just kind of refused to leave this top lane. Just pushing it out and slowly pushing it out. But the Dragon Knight rotates in, Breathe Fire. He's able to clean up the Eidolons. Like I say, you got the Blink off, so you could look to rotate with the Primal Beast and get some ganks off. But Nefrit, his first black hole, it's immediately cancelled by the Death Prophet in a 5v5. Now the BKB comes out for him, but yeah, no, this Enigma to me, okay, you got some early lane pressure. They took the tier 1, they took the tier 2. Complete letdown for me, though. I cannot begin to explain how much I hate this hero in the current meta. It's just such a slow build-up for it. Like, if you're going to go for a lane pusher, the Beastmaster or the Lycan do it way better. And the Black Hole is pretty much useless until you have like 3 or 4 items. So yeah, I don't like this hero. But to be fair, on the side of Moneymakers, I mean, they're putting the pressure in now. They're trying to force it through to that game number 3. They want this win just as badly as Team Sexy. As Terrorblade gets himself a double damager, and Chrysalis out now as well for Lucas. So he's not too far away. He's about 1,300 gold away from having a Daedalus. That's going to be big. The Tomato in the Roche pit. 9 class is going to see them walk in now. 9 class, he just straight AFK. They don't see him. He's in that little gap, and you can see the attacks coming into this one now as well. This is just... It is weird. 9 class just hiding himself in the vision. Yeah, it's really weird where you're in and out of the pit, but they might... Did they walk themselves over now as well? Double damage comes through. They're going to be able to get Dragon Tail stun. Primal Beast, Chain Frost bounces around, but Lucas has that BKB going, and he buys himself right back into this now as well. The damage coming through onto Lich. And Lich is going to be chased down by Igor, and they get the snatch. They get the snatch onto the Aegis. They get a really good fight now as well. They take down Lucas. Can they get any more from this as well? Nerfrit. He's got that black hole in 4 seconds. What can he do with it? The pulverize comes out, the stuns come through, but the toss up into the urn. Nerfrit. He's looking for the kill onto Slayer. Did he get a 5-man off this? Where's that black hole? Throw it out, get it, secure the kill onto him. Enchantress is in the Glimmer Cape. Do they have the vision? They don't now. And Bignum now, the blink comes forward. He's out of mana. The right click's coming through from Jetsu. It's going to be slow, but it is going to be secured. And now with all 5 heroes, what a jump in. Just the play from Primal Beast, he sees the Roshan respawn anyway, so he just hides himself in the shadows. And it doesn't come off a line of sight because of how the Roshan vision works, just in that little crease in the pit. And now Team Sexy, they can push in. They can look to take a lane of racks. They have this Aegis still going on to Nerfrit as well. Great blink in for the snatch here, Nerfrit. I will give him that. Really good pushing. He had the Midnight Pulse going as well. He put his life on the line, and he was able to get himself in perfectly timed. In fact, I think the Anti-Mage may have picked up the shard as well. Yeah, nobody on the side of the Dire has it. So, the dive in now. 9 class just cleaning off this creep wave. Everybody on the side of Moneymakers is back up. But the ultimates, it looks like they're all there now. The Chain Frost is going to be 6 seconds away. And yet you can see the sustain coming out from Nerfrit with these Greaves. The 4-star 4 now into the pulverized damage. Did they get the kill? There was no BKB here for 9 class. And 9 class, he might just be taken down by the backlines to get the kill on Slayer. Slayer will fall, and 9 class keeps himself alive. The black hole, the jump in with the BKB. This time the silence, it won't be effective. They take down another 2 heroes. They're going to be able to take down a lane of racks. Team Sexy with 1 fight. Turn this one around. Did they want to go for... They can't go for... the rest of the base, because there is still tier 2s, even a tier 1 standing in the bottom lane. But such a good play there from Team Sexy around the Roche pit. Viper going towards his BKB, going to be about 400 gold away, I want to say.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The best player?
Oh, Igor, at least you can have fun with the voice lines there, mate. But yeah, the Viper, that BKB, not too far away from him. It's about 200 gold away before he's going to be able to pick it up. Because the Viper, obviously coming in with a nosedive, wants to be throwing himself into these fights, so he doesn't want to be controlled here. So that BKB going to be perfect here for the Viper. He's got himself a double damage rune as well on Moonlight. How's Jessu looking at Abyssal Blade here for the Anti-Mage, going back towards a BKB of his own. About 1,200 buys... No, okay, about 600 away. Yeah, so he did go for the shard, which means he has that counterspell passive. Reduces enemy damage the closer he is to them. And obviously, you're an Anti-Mage, you want to be in the middle of the brawl, you want to be reducing it on everybody. If they do group up, the smoke coming through now. The Moneymakers, Slayer, the 4-staff into the base. Sure, mate. Yeah, whatever. And now they're going to be able to chase if he wants to. Moonlight pops that double damage rune now as well. Jessu blinks himself forward. BB, he has that Ogre Seal Totem. So Bignum, the slowdown with the Abyssal Blade, it comes out into Lucas. Lucas, he's going to be losing all of his mana now as well. He might not have enough to sunder coming through the damage on the back lines. Is this going to be great baits for the BKBs out? And Lucas, Dragon Knight, they've already used theirs. They're going to be down. They have to run themselves away from this one. The buyback comes in from the Tiny, but he has to come in from the bottom lane, and they get the kill onto BB. Jessu, he wants to chase for more. There's even going to be the 4-staff coming out from the Viper. And yeah, they could look to push up this lane now. With no Dragon Knight for the next 40 seconds or so. They still have this Aegis for the next 53 seconds. Black Hole up in 12.
'Tis mine.
And we'll see which way this is going to go. Moonlight. It's... yeah, the Splat coming in from the nosedive. Primal Beast, does he actually get the jump on? No way. Slayer has to force staff himself out there because that would be a dieback on the Tiny.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Jesu, how's he looking? He's going to be going towards the Skadi next here on the Anti-Mage. Okay, he's got himself the Manslayer. The sounds on that's going to be quite nice. The extra attack speed as well for the Anti-Mage. Just to be able to mess with the extra, you know, the magic attack damage as well. Primal Beast skipping the wave. So they are looking to push in here, Team Sexy. 10k net worth lead for them after they take down this tower. So after that one good fight, the Aegis will be reclaimed. But yeah, I'm going to carry on going for it because it was a game changer here for Team Sexy. Moneymakers were in complete control of this one, it felt like. And then all of a sudden, after that one big Roche fight, they swing the net worth right back in their favor. And it's going to be another lane of racks, it seems like, as well. BB, he pops that dragon form. He's got himself the... that is only a blue dragon. It's not a black dragon there. It's only level 2 on the dragon levels. So the black dragon, he has to wait until one more level comes out to pop that up to the level 4 dragon. The jump in though, the Black Hole, they catch up with the BKB. He's going to be onto the Dragon Knight now as well. The backlines do have the damage to take him down. BB going to try and run himself away with his BKB going. And it looks like Moonlight, they want to go to Ego next. The Pulverize comes through onto the edge. BB have the attack speed to take him down. The Refresh comes out from Nefrit. They get the lockdown with the Black Hole BKB onto the Terrorblade. He is dead for the next minute now. And this looks like this is going to be Team Sexy claiming the tire base. Yeah, Nefrit, okay. Again, hands up, they're making me eat the words. Once those black holes started to come out, apart from that first one that was pretty poor, the last 3 have been absolutely on point. Toss up onto the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage counter spell comes out, though they've even got the Chain Frost bounce through now as well. They get the kill onto Slayer. Slayer's going to be dead for the next 70 seconds. Now BB, he gets taken down next. Bignum is going to be the next one to follow. It looks like he's going to be out of mana. The right click damage coming through now as well. The Pulverize, though. The Primal Beast will go down to the damage of the towers, it seems like. And Bignum, he still sustains. In fact, he's going to be the last one standing, thanks to these Nature's Attendants. Yeah, Nefrit, let's go straight for the TP. He's going to be fine. Moonlight, not a lot of health left. Does he actually want to go back? No. No way he goes back in. It looks like Team Sexy, they know they push it to the limit. And they're just going to play away. Go back, heal themselves up, you know, regen fountains. Get themselves, you know, wait for the respawn on the Primal Beast as well. They've took themselves 2 lanes of racks. It is the side lanes as well that we'll be pushing in. So if Moneymakers leave their base for any decent amount of time, they're going to be at risk of losing the outposts, just the buildings, and the tier 4s. I mean, Roshan could be up for the next 30 seconds as well. Could be. So we'll see Nefrit. Black Hole back up in 48, Refresher in 65. So just over a minute here. This could be the perfect time. Let's see how long this Roshan clock's going to be before the big man's back up. It's going to be... oh, it's going to be a full 2 minutes. So more than enough time for the Refresher and the Black Hole to come back up. But yeah, again, if Moneymakers leave their base here, these lanes will start to push in on the side lanes. If they lose a fight, they could just lose the game off this as well. So how are we looking on buybacks? No buyback here on the Terrorblade for 800 gold. Dragon Knight, 600 gold. Death Prophet already uses buyback, so he's time on the clock from getting that back. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Sexy, Anti-Mage has his, Primal Beast has his, and Lich has his. Everybody, the Viper and the Enigma, though, are going to be gold off having their buybacks. So Roshan, still not up just yet. Going to be another minute and 12 seconds before the big man's here. Primal Beast, not too far away. He's going to have the gold for his BKB here as well if he wants it. Maybe he buys out for that. I mean, he does have the Philosopher's Stone. so the gold is nice. But is he going to hold out for this buyback just in case he needs it? I like that he's using his courage just to do a bit of scouting in the river as well. You're right underneath the sentry as well. So if anyone tries to plant any wards or anything like this, Roshan is going to be the next objective. You can see the Team Sexy, they know they don't need to put any lane pressure on. They can just, you know, slowly farm up, just find these next couple of items. Anti-mage with the Witchbane as well. This is really big. Up against someone like the, you know, the Death Prophet, or... the Ench doesn't have that much mana. But yeah, just being able to maybe even purge off the slow for an Enchantress, something like that. Or the... Do they want to fight in now? The smoke comes through from the side of Moneymakers again. They've got to know, with this bottom lane pushing in, they can't be out for that long. Roshan is back up. It's going to be the big wraparound. But as they do that, Team Sexy, they want to come into the dire jungle here. Yo, smoke of their own. So we're going to be seeing, in fact, if this just carries on coming through, you've got the Terrorblade Illusion, just looking to keep these creeps from pushing into the tier 3s. But yeah, the Viper here with the Illusion Rune, going towards a Manta style of his own, but with the Illusion Rune, we'll be able to just push in this lane. Smoke comes out once again. They're going to go for another one. Okay, we swapped sides of the map now, but the Force Staff, it comes in onto BB. BB, he wasn't expecting this one. The Abyssal Blade comes out from the Anti-Mage now as well. They have the damage, and they have the kill onto the Dragon Knight. The Dragon Knight, the Black Hole in the back line. Do they get the kill onto the Terrorblade? The Terrorblade locked down, even inside the BKB. No, the second refresh, he could not get off. He did actually get off the Sunder, but it wasn't enough to keep him alive. And Igor next will be cleaned up. The chase onto, and this time Bignum, he won't get out alive. Nobody gets out alive. Well, maybe the Tiny. But yeah, you look at this, the Boots of Travel coming in here from the Viper. The Viper wants to come right back into it. They want to break the base. They've got the GG call. And Team Sexy will move through on the 3-2 in the table. Meanwhile, Moneymakers, they will sit and languish up where they are 2-3 here for them. Great play from Team. Again, I want to take a quick look at the graph to see how far that was swinging in favor of Moneymakers before it came back in favor of in that Roche fight. As soon as Dota loads up, there we go. Let's take a look at the graphs. So yeah, it swung... They built up an early lead, and then it started to crash down the way of Moneymakers. And then all of a sudden, you know, just after that 30-minute mark, after that Roche fight, it springs way up in favor, and it always goes in the way of Team Sexy. So Team Sexy, they will be able to take the second victory of the day here in the Eastern European DPC. Unfortunate for Moneymakers, but somebody's going to be the losers, somebody's going to be the winners, and we'll see here that it will be Sigma YNT being relegated from Division 2, and Team Sexy picking up the win to jump up to join those teams on the 3 wins. And that's going to be it for the day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday, I do believe. Yeah, Thursday. You'd think I'd have the timetable in my head after doing this second tour and going into the 3rd week. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll see you when we go live on Thursday for more Eastern European action. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.